Hello. Put this down, get set up for us. Oh. Getting a little late start. It feels nice today. Was able to sleep in. I value sleep a heck of a lot. I think a lot of my life I didn't get that much. Even lately, sometimes I don't get that much. So, kind of feel it's a treat. Not when I can sleep in, but when I do sleep in. Good morning, Jack Taylor. Good morning, Big Kimmy. Good morning, Julie Flanigan. Good morning, Batty Lynn. Good morning, Chip. Seems like we all maybe slept in today. I know Chip didn't sleep in very late. I woke up at about 4:30 this morning and thought, hey, it'd be a good time to edit some videos. So I got on, I think, TikTok. And Chip had just liked one of my videos on TikTok at I guess it was probably 6 in the morning his time. He's out in Massachusetts for anybody that doesn't know. Chip, I hope I'm not revealing too much. He liked one of my videos. So thank you for liking one of my videos, Chip. Oh, he's on his way to New York to pick up a backhoe. Jack Taylor, you didn't sleep in. You just kind of did the normal lazy post-teen man strategy. I don't remember how old you are, Jack Taylor, but I like to think you're like 15 years old. You ask about my favorite video games and do I like Doritos or Tostitos better and things like that. I wonder what a backhoe even is. Oh, a backhoe. Let me guess. A backhoe is something that you put behind your tractor, I guess, to dig up ruts in the ground or dig up earth. Is that what a backhoe is? Does anyone know besides Chip? Chip certainly must know. He's going to pick one up. Hello, Claire. How are you? I've never played. Sort of. Well, Chip, go watch Die Hard. Go watch Die Hard and then give me a sort of answer. I want to hear it's exactly right. Whether it's exactly right or not, until you watch Die Hard, Chip, I need more positive, more affirming responses. You drive a backhoe? Well, then it's a dumb name for it. It's like you drive in the back seat. Look at Julie Flanigan. I look like Caillou. I mean, amongst all the things that I've said I look like, I mean, some people say I look like a thumb. I mean, that's not very flattering. Or, some various other less flattering things. But I can tell you, as far as like kids' cartoons, Caillou isn't my favorite of the kids' cartoons. He's so, and I don't think there's anything wrong. I'm in touch with my feminine side, but he's so namby-pamby. It's kind of a namby-pamby show. Yeah. Good morning, Sadman. Luis's Fun Days, just subscribe. Khalid Maki says, I look like my dad. Yeah, Caillou was so whiny and treated his sister Rosie poorly. I don't know if he treated his sister Rosie poorly. I don't remember that really. But he was so, Daddy, why can't I get the Tootsie Pop? Something like that. Claire, no, you can't be a mod just because you subbed and liked. Arthur is better. Arthur is better. Arthur was like a rabbit or some sort of rodent, and all his friends were rodents too. And they had a mixture of characters. They even had the big guy that could be a bully at times. Yeah. Arthur was an aardvark. I mean, yes, that makes sense given it. And he wasn't a rabbit because he didn't have really big ears. But was he an aardvark? Isn't an aardvark like an anteater? I don't think he was an aardvark. Because an anteater, or an aardvark, I think is like an anteater. With one of those big, right? Does anyone know? Okay, Big Kimmy's saying yes, Arthur was an aardvark. I'm not sure that he was. I'm not Chip, 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 chip. You know, where you can put your thoughts on who Arthur was and wasn't. Darn it, you're all saying he was an aardvark. Isn't an aardvark like an anteater? Is an aardvark like an anteater? Okay, well, you're all saying he was an aardvark, but am I wrong? What's an aardvark? He certainly wasn't like an anteater. But okay, all right, you're all saying he's an aardvark. Somebody tell me what an aardvark is. I can't drink my coffee till we get to the bottom of this. If an aardvark, okay, Jack Taylor, he used to have a long snout. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Thank you, Jack Taylor. Okay, well then I feel somewhat. Okay, he's not an aardvark. He's not an aardvark. He doesn't even slightly look like an aardvark. I don't care who wrote him as an aardvark. He's not an aardvark. Do you guys know what Arthur looks like? He looks nothing like an aardvark. He looks more like a mouse. If you told me he was a squirrel, I believe it, or a mouse. I don't care what the author. Look up the original Arthur book. He looked very anteater-ish. Well, they changed. They changed him. You can't just totally transform his appearance and say he's still an aardvark. He looked like a squirrel, maybe, or a mouse, maybe, or something. You cannot completely change his appearance, take away his aardvarkian features, and say he's still an aardvark. Somebody said, I can't say that's not what he is if that's what the author intended him to be. Oh, are you wrong? I can say whatever the heck I want. And Arthur is not an aardvark. You can't, I'm telling you. You guys know what you know I'm right. He looks nothing like an aardvark. Maybe the author wanted him to be an aardvark, but the cartoonist, the one that drew the cartoon, said, what does this guy know? How appealing is an aardvark? I bet most kids don't even know what an aardvark is. He's not an aardvark. He is not an aardvark. Okay, Sadman is coming around. The author made him aardvark. The animation changed it. Well, we're not reading the book. I never read the book. I'm watching the cartoon. I am watching the cartoon. Well, yes, an aardvark is rather a hideous creature with a long snout. It would not be very appealing. You guys, I think, know I'm right. You guys are going with what the author intended him to be. But we did not read the books. I certainly didn't read the book. I watched the cartoon, and I am telling you, that was no aardvark. I am right. Bought me car? No, it's not like saying that. That is not. And it's not. You know, you're wrong. You guys are all wrong. I think they call him an aardvark in the theme song. You don't know that, Big Kimmy. You're just making up stuff now. He's no aard. Look at him. That's not what an aardvark looks like. He's like a mouse. I would have never seen the show had he had more aardvarkian features. But anyway, we're just going to have to agree that you guys are wrong and I'm right. Yeah, sometimes that happens. When we can't agree, we can always agree that you guys are wrong and I'm right. Did I know the theme song is performed by Bob Marley's son? No, but I did know he's not an aardvark. Coffee is good for me. Somebody asked, so is coffee good for you? What's the consensus? Yes, it's good for you. Did I teach my nephew how to treat and love a woman properly? That seems kind of, it makes me a little uncomfortable. But anyway, good morning. No, he was not, Jeff. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Saturday morning, it's 8:15, it is July 19th. Happy Saturday. Do I remember Ellie Clark? Not offhand, Ellie Clark, I don't remember you. Hold on, I'm doing my intro. I'm still miffed about this whole conspiracy theory you guys have about Arthur. This is gonna ruin the show. I'm angry now. I worked late. I worked today. A little bit at both jobs, believe it or not. And you guys have me pissed off as heck about a cartoon character. We should have just kept talking about Caillou. We can all agree that Caillou is a little whiny boy. Daddy, I'm scared. Not that it's wrong to be scared, but to make the whole show about the little whiny boy. I don't know. But anyway, this is a show I've been doing a long, long time. It's a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing the ups and downs we have in life, sharing my very true and very exact opinions about cartoon characters, and even in front of a delusional audience. But for those that have been watching a while, you know it is not just a show about me talking about Arthur and aardvarks, even though he was a mouse. You know, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am so excited to have my first sip at this very late hour on this Saturday morning. And my hope is wherever you are, And whatever you're doing, that you got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, I'm so upset I couldn't even focus on my coffee. Hold on. I'm gonna remove all thoughts from my delusional audience. I'm just sitting here by myself. I haven't even had a sip of coffee yet. Hey, I just brewed up this nice hot cup of coffee. This is me with no coffee with Ken. I bet this coffee is gonna be really tasty. I'm excited. It's the Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut. It was on sale. Good job buying that very decently priced coffee, Ken. Let's enjoy this sip. Hold on, let's take a deep breath. Cleanse the mind and the palate, if you will. And again, I'm not talking to any of you delusional folk. I'm talking to me. Let's have some coffee. Wow. That's a really nice cup of hazelnut. I'm glad I bought that on sale coffee at the store. Oh, hey, I forgot. Little Goat Coffee Roasting Company. I doubt I'm gonna look up Little Goat Coffee in Newark, Delaware. What have you guys been smoking? What have you all been smoking? First, you're telling me that Arthur is an aardvark when he's clearly not. And now somebody's saying to look up a coffee place in Newark, Delaware. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hello from Iran and hello from beautiful España. Yeah. Hello from España. Let's see. Daniel Tiger's a hamster. Don't know if I ever watched Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. I don't know if I ever watched Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. Isn't he a cat though? I mean, doesn't he have a cat? I think he's a cat teacher. He's a cat, whatever. Good morning, Carrie Ann Clark. How are you doing? Loopy Lucy, if we can't take cartoons seriously, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. But it's Saturday morning. I'm feeling good. Just feeling a little sluggish getting out of bed today, but it felt so nice to sleep in. Got the farmer's market going on today, and I really enjoy going through there. But I have a work thing to do at 10 o'clock this morning, appointment. It's not gonna last long. Still gotta go in for about an hour or so. Might put a whole, gosh, I had people leaving with huge bags of things already. Somebody must get to the farmer's market early. I mean, don't you go to the farmer's market? I mean, do you go to the farmer's market to actually get produce and get things, or do you go to enjoy it and leisurely stroll? For me, I guess I occasionally will buy things, but I'm mostly there to kind of be a part of the community and leisurely stroll and to strike up conversations. Apparently people go very early because there's a group of people, some have long beards, walking out with very filled bags of stuff, I don't know what's in the bags, from the farmer's market. And it just opened 20 minutes ago. Big Kimmy got produce from small businesses. Well, I'm not doubting you buy produce there. Yeah, no, I'm not doubting you buy produce there. But I didn't know people like would just go in and buy and leave. Like get a whole bunch of radishes or onions or whatever else things they might have. If it was me, and I was gonna do that, I would score a lot of peaches. Bought some plums yesterday, by the way. I think plums are a nice peach alternative. I don't get them very often. There's the white plum, which is a more tart flavor. This is for you, Jack Taylor. And then there's the, I don't know if it's a red, but I'm gonna call it a red plum. And it's a sweeter flavor, but it's almost dangerous. Because it's so juicy, the red stuff will fall on your shirt and juice all over. And I even dropped a little drop on my, it's not really a new rug, but the rug I have. It bothered me a little bit. Nectarines. Nectarines. I don't know why. I don't think I trust that nectarines are going to be as juicy as a peach or a plum. Yeah. I just don't think nectarines are as juicy. Am I Dutch or British descent? Yes. Yes, I am Dutch or British descent. My mother grew up in Scotland. Let's see. What's the sweetest coffee you can get at Starbucks? I don't know. I don't know. Prince of Denmark says he's from Scotland. I mean, I have to question, Prince of Denmark, if you truly are from Scotland. Tell me what city you hail from. Sadman grew up in Edinburgh, Scotland. Sadman, is that true? Glasgow, all right. Then why do you go by Prince of Denmark? Sadman Islam, you grew up in Edinburgh. Did you actually grow up in Edinburgh? Or did you grow up near Edinburgh? My mother grew up near Edinburgh, but oftentimes I'll tell people Edinburgh just because I don't want to tell them she grew up in Wallingford, which is a little village outside of Musselburgh, which is a town outside of Edinburgh. Murray Hill. Murray seems like a very Scottish seeming name. I'm in Ardrossan. I don't know what Ardrossan is, but I'll trust that it's Scottish. How could we have such a large Scottish audience? I'm a little skeptical. Julie Flanigan, are you still there? Do we need to turn it to subscriber only? I don't know who's pulling my leg, and I don't know who I can trust anymore. Big Kimmy is from Oshkosh. Well, hello, Big Kimmy. Are you really from Oshkosh, Big Kitty? Kimmy. Hello, Big Mayo. What is my favorite tea? Earl Grey. Idi Amin called himself the last prince of Scotland. Let's see. Somebody says they're from the best place on earth, which is New Zealand. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Sadman. I knew High Street in Edinburgh. Oh, what an audience. What a glorious audience. Parky says that Australia is the best place on earth. I don't know. Again, I'm not impressed that much with Australia. I think I'd like New Zealand better. If I can get a vote for the best place between I'll say the better place, because we're only going to count for two places, New Zealand and Australia. I'll bet you New Zealand's cooler. I will bet you New Zealand is cooler. Yeah. Do I need to put it? Look, what a glorious audience today. All this talk of aardvarks and cartoons in Scotland has us with a robust audience of 76 people watching and 24 thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Air Supply and AC/DC are from Australia. Yes, they are. But Brian Jones isn't from Australia, though, the lead singer. Let's see. Let us see. Have I ever got special treatment for being mistaken for Bruce Willis in the street? Wait. Julie just said something. Julie, did you say something? I thought Julie said something. Maybe I'm imagining things, though. Yeah, wow. Nothing important. Well, Julie, should I turn it to subscriber only, or is this good? Oh, is this good? Stop with the guys. I look like Bruce Willis. Yeah, maybe we have too many people talking about Bruce Willis. Maybe we have too many people talking about Bruce Willis. No, Julie says it's okay. Julie is a bully and makes me do things. She made me buy a car. She made me move to Wisconsin. I had somebody ask me last night why I moved to Wisconsin. A lot of people are totally confused. Wisconsin must not be as all that as Wisconsin people think, because oftentimes I'm asked with great skepticism, why did I move from Chicago to Wisconsin? You know, and they're like surprised, like anyone would move north. Because Julie Flanigan told me to. And I do whatever Julie Flanigan says. And Julie Flanigan told me to. But she's very sweet, and she's quite the artiste. She is quite the artiste. Oh yes, she painted me a picture. How many of you have Julie Flanigan originals? I bet outside of Julie Flanigan, I'm the only one that has a real Flanigan on their wall. Linderman says, well, both Chicago and Wisconsin suck. Well, I mean, I don't know what you could say sucks about Wisconsin. What sucks about Wisconsin? I could see the Chicago suburbs in Chicago being divisive enough to say it sucks. But I don't know what anyone would say sucks about Wisconsin. And I'm okay. I'm not hurt by it. But I don't know what anyone say sucks about Wisconsin. Oh, wow. What a glorious, glorious morning. Somebody says that 70s show. I didn't really know that. I never really watched it. I don't know. I love Wisconsin. It's beautiful, it's green, and it has so many lakes. Well, I appreciate that, Julie. Matt Acoustic, I don't know if I approve of what you said. You said the only thing that sucks about Wisconsin is all the fibs that come here. Uh, and I'm a fib, I guess. I am a fib. What's my favorite place in the world? Where I'm at right now. I think we should all get our heads around that concept and think about how much joy and happiness we could feel if we didn't always long to be somewhere else. And if I was going to instinctively say, well, Edinburgh, Scotland is my favorite place in the world. I have so many good memories as a child playing with my cousins there and seeing the castles and just the excitement of being there and the sights and smells. So I was going to say Edinburgh, Scotland. But truth be told, if I really thought Edinburgh, Scotland was my favorite place in the world, I could live there. I could move there. But I think we always want to be somewhere else. We always think somewhere else is better. And right now, my favorite place in the world is right where I'm at. I've never been to Brussels. I've never been to Moscow. What were my best memories growing up? I mean, I had a lot of them. I mean, I can't think of one right now. I have a fond memory of being nervous. It was probably 1978, and it was going to visit my cousins and being nervous and opening the door, and I had a cousin named Douglas who I think said, "Do you need a hand?" But he said it with such a Scottish accent that I couldn't understand what the heck he was saying. And that one kind of stands out. First summer or fall and going to college, watermelon being chopped on July, after the July 4th parade. Playing with my friends on my big wheel. Yeah, I can't pick one. I can't pick one. But I can go get more coffee. You just cut a whole watermelon last night for the first time. Was it a round one? Or was it a long one? I'm picturing the long ones. I don't know how they grow two types of watermelon. There must be different types. People smoke in Germany? Like everyone smokes in Germany. Well, if it was pretty round, I'm going to assume it was a round one. But you guys know, watermelons still come in the long kind, right? I mostly see the round ones these days. Oval, but it's almost not even really an oval, Andrew. You know, it's almost, you know what I mean? In ovals, do you know what I mean? I think you do. Yeah. Let's see. Gonna make a minor modification. Go. Oh, here we go. What a glorious audience today. Saturday mornings, we must really be excited. Speaking of glorious audiences, I started a Spotify channel about, I don't know, 8-9 days ago. I don't know how much I care about it or how much anybody cares about it. Or if I should keep doing it. Because it's the one thing where I actually have to pack up, take my bags to a coffee shop and download and upload and what have you. And not that I'm afraid to do it, but I'm not sure that there's a demand for it or a need for it. Sadman Islam follows me on Spotify and makes comments, but Sadman, other than to support the cause, are you still there? I wonder why you go there, because you're watching my show. How long did it take for my YouTube channel to gain traction? Oh, I know, Big Mayo, it takes a while. It takes a while. At least I can say I tried Spotify and a podcast. Yes, I can. Andrew said he did not realize people still use Spotify. I'd like to know, I mean, Sadman Islam and apparently Big Kimmy follow me on Spotify, which is nice. But I mean, they're so often here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just pouting. Maybe I didn't have any viewers to the show I uploaded yesterday. Plus, what's kind of a little bit frustrating, and it's not frustrating, frustrating's not the right word, is it takes almost a full day for a live from YouTube, which is what you're watching now, to be ready to be downloaded from YouTube. So I'm always putting a show the day behind. I'm always putting yesterday's show on today. Like this morning, if I went to the coffee shop, I'd be putting yesterday's show on. Link my Spotify. I don't know how to do that. Big Islam or Big... What's your name? Big Islam? No, Sadman Islam. Sadman, I assume you're Muslim? Since your last name is Islam? That'd be a bummer of a last name if you were a devout Christian, or even worse, a Jew. So I'm going to assume you're Muslim. Tool you can get that allows you to go live on multiple platforms. Yeah, I actually was going live on multiple platforms for a little bit. Big Kimmy, you keep asking weird questions. No, it's the exact same content, 55. It's this broadcast put over on Spotify. I'm not expecting any of you to go see it because you're watching this. So I don't know, unless you've got a real problem and you have a Ken fetish or a coffee fetish. You'd happily listen to my voice while I try to sleep. All right, well, Parky, then I could see you following me on Spotify. Because to you, you want to drift off to the smooth, soft voice of me scolding the audience because they couldn't tell a mouse from an aardvark. Uh-oh, it just got kind of dark outside. I don't know, could you guys notice that it got dark? Cat Stevens changed his name to Islam. Yes, he did, but that's when he converted to Islam. Eddie Jones, you are getting very sleepy. It's 11:45 at night here in Kingston, Australia. Rest your head on the pillow. Flutter your eyes a couple times. Take a deep breath. Breathe out through the mouth. Feel the bed support you. The warmth of the covers around you. The contentment, the safety. Feels nice. You've had a good day. You deserve to go to sleep and shut off your mind and relax for a little while. Let all your worries fade away. Think happy thoughts. Yeah. Oh. 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 Big Kimmy, how many accounts have you created on YouTube to follow me? I'm getting, I'm feeling like Big Kimmy is this person from Wisconsin, because they're always different names from Wisconsin. And they always kind of say the kind of weird lewd things. Should I do, maybe this whole coffee with Ken is just the wrong thing. You guys don't care about my content or my wisdom. You just want me to talk to you and to soothe you with my soothing voice. Look at that. What do the poor farmers do? It hasn't started raining yet, but look at the parking lot. It's all filled with cars. As if a parking lot should be filled with something else. Well, Big Mayo, that's sweet of you. And Undersky, you're sweet too. I do have a soothing voice. Wow. Hey, Julie Flanigan, how many times do I need to water my hibiscus? Do a separate soothing voice thing on Spotify. I don't know. I don't know that I want to do a whole, I already spend almost too much time doing this. You know, I talk for an hour every morning, and then I edit for a couple hours, and I'm working 2 different jobs today. Do I hear a woe is me? Parking wants me to read some random book or something. Again. I pour my very being. Okay, Julie Flanigan. First of all, you guys need to see my hibiscus. Oh, you can see it from across the room. Look at this bad boy. Boom, boom, boom. It's like July 4th in the hibiscus world. Whoa, look at those flowers. Isn't that really cool? You know, I don't think they're truly like indoor plants. Like, this guy is so low maintenance. He just kind of hangs out. My roses are still doing really well. I'll tell you what, that was a great buy. I wonder how long those roses are going to be good for. And my Monstera, I tell you what, this thing grows very well, does really well right here. It's always sprouting new leaves. Somebody told me you can put like a climbing stick and clip off some of the lower leaves, but I don't know. I'm just kind of letting it go wild right now. But I am having fun with my plants. And what the heck? Yeah, aren't they beautiful? The hibiscus is a really neat plant because, again, it can be done inside and outside. And they do well. They do really well. This is not a limp gimbal, Andrew. This is a very firm gimbal that I'm using now. I bought a new gimbal. Take that back. Kind of frightened a little bit because it's getting dark out there. It's not just farmers that go to the farmer's market, you know. Well, thank you, Sadman. Yeah, it's not just farmers that go to the farmer's market. There's various artists. I would feel bad if rain came down and started washing away their paintings. Parky, welcome. Hey. I'm not sure what it means, but Parky just became a member. He became a coffee fan. I so appreciate that. I would love if I offered some cool thing to coffee fans and whatever. Wait, there's different types of membership. There's membership that gets you green print of your name, and there is some that doesn't. Parky has become a green named person. And Parky, you're only here because you like my voice, right? I mean, you probably vibe with my personality. Andrew, I'm a great fisherman. I really am. Look, I don't brag. Okay. When I say I don't brag, that might not be true, but I don't really look at it as bragging. When I'm good at something, I don't think I'm bragging. I'm just telling it like it is. When I'm not good at something, I am not good at basketball. I am not good at baseball. I'm not really very good at golf, but I'm damn good at fishing. And I haven't caught a fish in Wisconsin. Yeah. So I'm good at fishing. Andrew, I don't even know how to fish for walleye, but if you ever stop hiding from me, I'll show you a thing or two. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Sorry. I wonder, does becoming a member cost something? Is it a subscription? Do you pay money? Do I get money for that, or does YouTube just score it all? 55 said your husband goes fishing 3 to 4 times a week. 55, where do you live? Do you live in Wisconsin? I don't think 55 lives in Wisconsin. I'm sure 55's told me where they lived before. I didn't know 55 was even a woman. Well, he goes fishing 3 to 4 times a week. I've only gone 3 this year. Oh, northwest suburbs of Chicago, huh? Wonder where he goes. We probably fished at some of the same places. Andrew, I thought that's why you were gonna go. I thought that's what you were for, to put the worms on the hook and take the fish off the hook. I will tell you, the feeling of walleye, I don't particularly like. They have very rough skin. It's like sandpaper. Kind of gives me the creeps touching them. All right, you're from Mundelein. All right. I don't know if I've ever actually been in Mundelein, but I've been in Cary and Crystal Lake and all sorts of northwestern suburbs. Grace, I don't believe you're really a real person. Because Grace, you're either a troll, Grace just hopped on, or you're crazy. Because you get so enraged at me every other week that you storm off and go hiding for a couple weeks. So I don't think you could possibly be a real person. Does anybody have thoughts on whether Grace is a real person? Iowa fishing is no bueno compared to Wisconsin. Well, I don't know. I remember like 40 years ago, there was like an Illinois tourism commercial. And there was an old lady and she had this huge fish and she was in Illinois. And she goes, "Oh, fishing? Big fish in Iowa." And she was hiding her fish because she didn't want people knowing that you could catch fish in Illinois. Oh, yeah. No, Grace, you've gone twice. You disappeared twice. And you stormed off. I think I might have even said, "Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out." Because I thought your anger was very irrational. Julie Flanigan votes, okay, well, Grace says, "You're probably real, but you're a little crazy." So Grace, my mentor, Julie Flanigan, says you're real, but just a bit crazy. And we can welcome you back under the bit crazy. Because we're all a little bit crazy. Yeah, Parky, she should be calm with that name. Andrew said, "You just looked at her old comments. She's real." How can you look at old comments, Andrew? There's a lot of chemistry between us two. I don't know if there's really a whole lot of chemistry between Grace and I. I think she's like 28. Abe was asking, I don't want to bring up women and dating. I'm too tired for dating. I'm too tired for dating. All I do is work and rest. Occasionally go to farmers markets. Andrew, first of all, I'm going to show you how to fish, and then you can try to show me the YouTube way. What a glorious audience. We've got 83 people watching. We've got 49 thumbs up. We should probably get some subscribers. Good morning, Angela. How are you? Just a click on the name. But I can't click on your guys' names. I'm talking. Must be nice to be you guys. Luke, I will not prank call Wendy's right now. I wouldn't even real call Wendy's. Big Kimmy, you're asking the weird questions. You've been on this page before. I kind of believe you are from Wisconsin, Big Kimmy. But I have somebody, hey, Ralph Perry sent me 99 cents. Well, thank you, Ralph Perry. I don't even know who Ralph Perry is. From out of nowhere, Ralph sends me 99 cents. Yeah, but you've been here before under different names that ask a lot of weird sexual questions. That was nice, Ralph. I wonder, why would there be somebody named Ralph Perry that suddenly flew in out of nowhere and Sends me 99 cents. Oh. Again, we've had a glorious show today. We even had a new viewer hop on. I'm kind of crazy, okay, because like I look at small revenue streams and go, how do I make that tiny little revenue stream a big revenue stream? And most people would probably just say, well, it's nice to get, I don't know, like occasionally I'll post a picture on Facebook and they'll pay me $2 or whatever for it. And I go, okay, how do we turn that into a business? There were no cost of goods sold, no marketing, no real effort other than taking a pretty picture and posting it, and it earned me $2. And I'll do that with various videos. I post videos on TikTok and they pay me a little bit of money. And I post these videos on YouTube and it makes a little bit of money as well. And it's not even for the money. And I don't know if you believe me when I say that. I look at it, this all as just kind of a game. And I'm playing the game and it's Monopoly and I want to own all the properties just to win. Not because I want all the properties or I want to kick you guys out or have you guys have a bad life. But I just want to do my I won the game of Monopoly dance. Paul G can finally ask, please elaborate on what you meant by a real person. A fake account. I mean, yeah, there's some real person, but a lot of times people on social media to pretend to be somebody that they're not, or use a fake account, or even develop fake personalities and say that they're something that they're not. And it seems weird as heck. But they do. I don't know why they would. It seems like a huge waste of time. So that's what I mean by a fake person. Well, Sirius Snape sent me €4. Thank you, Sirius Snape from Germany. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Oh, Ralph Perry. Well, thank you. Are you a Marine, Ralph Perry? I did not serve, Ralph. But I appreciate your service and assume you are a Marine. Angela Davis says, I don't understand why people would want multiple accounts from any app. Yeah. How much coffee is too much coffee? Somebody sent me a Coffee with Ken gift membership. I don't even know what that means. You're a retired Marine. Well, thank you so much, Ralph. You are new to my show. You're new to my show, or I don't know your name, but I do appreciate your service. I went to high school with a lot of people that became Marines and served in the Gulf War and what have you. My nephew's currently a Navy SEAL, and I don't know. When he goes somewhere, he can't tell us where he's going, I don't think, which is strange. You served in the Gulf War? Yeah, my buddy that lived across the street became a Marine, and I forget, he was like some armory division, I think. Guys that shot big guns. I couldn't imagine doing that. I don't even like being hot. So the whole Middle Eastern thing probably wouldn't have been good for me. Megan, how do you become a member? Somebody tell Megan how she becomes a member. Artillery, is that what it's, yeah, okay. Well, again, thank you for your service. And I know it's a big military, so you probably didn't know my buddy or my buddies. But it'd be cool if you did. A Coffee with Ken member. I don't know. I honestly don't even know how somebody becomes a member. Megan, I have some suspicions about you, though. I don't think Megan's a real person. She's had an account for 1 week. She created an account 1 week ago. And she always says, like, she dreams about me. It just seems fake. If you could choose who would I send a membership to? Well, I think Julie Flanigan's already a member. Julie Flanigan or Chip should have a green name. But they have blue names, and I wonder, so don't send it to them yet. Don't send it to them yet, but I wonder if you're a moderator that puts you up here above membership. So if you sent them a membership, they still might be blue. Oh. Oh, I can't choose. Wow, what a glorious audience, and what an easy show. There's a woman pulling one of, you know those little wagons? There's little wagons that they throw kids in these days. We used to have hard metal red wagons, but they now have these like little fold-up wagons that seem like a fun alternative to a stroller. I want to get one, and I want to pull my kids through the farmer's market. I'm worried they'd climb out. I have 2 beautiful little ones, Augie, who's 4.5, and Eve, who's 2.5. And I'm worried they'd climb out of my wagons. I wonder if you can strap them into the little wagon. That would be so much fun. I'd buy them little treats. Yeah. Well, Andrew, I can't go to the farmer's market today because I get to go to my first job at 10 o'clock because I have an appointment at 10 o'clock. And then I get to go to my second job at 2 o'clock. So I won't be able to go to the farmer's market. And my third job is this great content creation that I do here. Oh. It is a busy day, Sadman. It is a busy day. God blessed me in a lot of ways. And one of the ways he blessed me is to have like a superhuman amount of energy. And today I will be using that energy. And let me tell you, tomorrow isn't going to be all glorious. It's a full day working at job 1. That's all right, though. From all the coffee. Oh, Parky is on fire. Parky sent Sadman Islam a membership. How do we make, wait, is Sirius Snape? Sirius Snape sent me €5. Ralph is the Marine veteran. Oh. Jacob just hopped on and said it's beautiful here in Massachusetts today. Finally, no humidity. About the only thing I'm going to ask Chip about is the weather in Massachusetts. Because I don't think he's kind of chopping wood, taking pictures. He's good at a few things. But on some things, he has absolutely no clue. But I trust him to tell me what the weather was like in Massachusetts. You know why I don't think Chip has a clue about so many things? Because he's never seen Die Hard. Oh. Well, yeah. Have you ever considered running for mayor or city council. I mean, yes, but I don't think I'd be a good politician. I think I'm too divisive. But I mean, I guess Donald Trump's pretty divisive, isn't he, Julie Flanigan? Julie Flanigan loves Donald Trump. But I guess maybe division isn't a problem. Because apparently you can be president and still be very divisive. But I don't know if mayor, I don't know what qualifications it would take to be mayor or city council. I have a buddy down in Naperville who's on the Naperville City Council. I actually have a couple friends that are on the council. And it just looks like boring drivel to me. Yeah, I don't think I'm one to sit around a city council meeting and go, well, all in favor, say aye. We've got potholes on Wisconsin Avenue. We're gonna up the budget by $300,000 to fix the potholes. That's not what I do. That's not my gift. You know? Chip, I never said you were a dim ass. I said you never watched Die Hard. Yeah. Did that guy win as mayor of New York? Zoran Mumandi? What do I do for work? I certainly don't mind you asking, Parky, but I'm not going to tell you. Oh, yeah, I said the potholes on Wisconsin. Yeah, no, there's a lot of potholes. But I'm not here to fix potholes. Wisconsin has its first LGBTQ mayor. She's a mayor of Madison. I mean, okay. I'd have no issue if she won mayor. I have no issue that she won mayor. I have issue that she's the first LGBTQ mayor. You know? Have I always been bald? No. No, I have not always been bald. How would you even know she's the first? Yeah, I mean, I don't think running as I just don't get it, really. I guess I don't fully understand why our sexuality I mean, I guess we all assume we're heterosexuals, but it just seems strange. Hello, I'm LGBTQ. Or hello, I'm heterosexual. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't understand why we fly flags for our sexuality. And that confuses me. And Mobsidian just said what we all kind of think, that Mobsidian implied or suggested that she won the mayor. He assumes that because she's the first LGBTQ, that the reason she won is because she's LGBTQ. So
I think most of us, or many of us, some of us, if they win as the first whatever, that's why they won, not because of qualifications. And I think what was so neat about Barack Obama winning the presidency, in my opinion, was he would have won regardless of his skin color. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to completely remove that he's an African American or a black man. But he won because he was a great speaker and gave great speeches and could inspire people of all skin colors. And I didn't vote for him because he was the first black president. I voted for him because he could move me with his words. And because he was a heck of a lot more charismatic than, I don't know, Bob Dole or whoever he might have run against at that time. Parky says he has a heart as well. Andrew says his words didn't have action. Maybe they didn't, but I mean, that aside, I mean, I don't want to dig into Obama's presidency really, and I get it. But I didn't vote for him because he was black. I voted for him because he was an awesome speaker. And I think a lot of us worry that the first LGBTQ mayor of Madison was put in there because she's LGBTQ, not because she's a great candidate or a great speaker or a good human being. And yeah. Chip said, unless his teleprompter broke. No, but he could speak good, well off the cuff. I think I would enjoy having a cup of coffee with Obama or hanging out with him. I think he was a good speaker. Chip feels fairly strongly that he doesn't, well, Chip certainly has a right to his opinion. I posted a video yesterday about how I never liked Kamala Harris and don't. And somebody said, oh, admit it, it's because she's a black woman. And that's not true at all. Being a good speaker doesn't make you good at something. Well, I would say good speaking is important when running for president or running for a public office because you're trying to win votes or sell us on something at least. Well, thank you, Angela. You're sweet. Ooh, it's 9:16. I forgot I have an appointment at 10. And so I need to run. I need to get going. It's been a glorious audience and a glorious show. And without you guys, it would have just been me drinking some coffee. So I thank you for joining today. And I appreciate all you that hopped on and contributed in any way. I appreciate you. and hope you had a wonderful, wonderful week. And great night's sleep. And I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.